it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. Now this morning you joined me here at the Goodwood Motor Circuit with this, the A45S AMG. Now this is the first customer car which I have personally seen in person. It belongs to Alex, who's a subscriber of mine who has very kindly invited me down here today to not only experience the car but also drive it around the track. So it's going to be my first drive of one of these things and I am so excited. Now before we take a look at the car and ultimately get it out on track, I'd just like to speak to you very briefly about the sponsor for today's video. So of course, once again, I have teamed up with the guys over at BOTB to give you guys at home the opportunity to win an A45S of your own. Now, tickets for the A45S are £2.45. You can also get the opportunity to win £20,000 in cash in the boot as well. But if for whatever reason you don't fancy an A45S, then there are of course over 150 other cars on the website to win as well. Now tickets across the site start from just 85p, but like I said, tickets for the A45S are £2.45. There is of course a guaranteed winner every week. Now competitions close on the Sunday night and then the following Tuesday the winner is surprised. Of course you can enter anywhere in the world and you only have to be 16 or over to do so. So yeah, why not? Follow all the links down in the description down below and you never know, by next week you may well be in your brand new A45S. To be honest, I hope I am, to be fair, because I would absolutely love one of these. I mean, look at this interior. Absolutely stunning. This has got to be one of the ultimate cars for me. Yeah, stunning. Anyway, let's hop out the car, brave the cold a little bit. I thought I'd sit in here for a bit because it's all nice and warm. I'll show you around the car before we take the wheel, take it out on track. So here we are then, the A45S. Now this one is the Premium Plus pack, so we have the upgraded wheels along with the awesome and very aggressive aero kits. We have the canards and splitter on the front, of course that big old A45 wing at the back, and also the diffuser. Now one really easy way to distinguish the A45S to the A35S is the exhaust. Now the standard A35 has one exhaust each side, whereas this has the four. Now the A35 aftermarket exhaust, I think Miltech, they do have the four exhausts, but this is of course the range topper. £15,000 more than the A35, but as I shall explain later on in the video, I think personally it is so much worth the money. Now with the A45S you're looking at a 2-litre inline-4 turbo producing just over 400 brake horsepower, 415, 421 PS if you want to be exact. 0 to 60 takes under 4 seconds, you're looking at 3.9 seconds to 60, which you'd expect from a 4MATIC car, but that is blisteringly fast. And yeah, look at this from the front. We of course have the Panamericana grille, but look at that, such a menacing car. And as you've seen in the interior, it is like a full-on well, it is a full-on AMG, but what Mercedes are doing is essentially taking all this new tech and bringing it right the way through their range, be it the A45 or the E63S or the G-Wagon, and it is a lovely, lovely place to be, as I'm sure we'll get onto later on in the video. Now, curb weight on this is actually quite heavy, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like around the track. So you're looking at 650, or just below curb weight in kilograms, of course. But this thing is no slouch, so I can't imagine it's going to feel very heavy. You're looking at 500 Newton meters of torque, and like I said, over 400 brake horsepower. Now I have actually driven a couple of A35s in my time, so I'm really excited to get behind the wheel of this, and I have actually driven the later generation, so it'd be cool to compare what it's like. But let's have another look inside just to show you how nice it is in here. Look at this. I'll see what I mean. We've got, if you properly hop in, we've got the complete digital screen going right across. There we go. The car is run-in, so track time is going to be fine. We're not limited to 4,000 RPM or anything. But actually, if I turn the ignition on with the button here, there we go. You can see the dash wakens up. Now we can change that into like a race screen, which is cool. We've also got the hotkeys, which I don't think are going to work unless the engine is on. So basically you can switch between comfort, sport, and then you can change your suspension and exhaust here, whatever you program it to. But look at this interior. Absolutely stunning. And so without further ado, I think we should start it up, head on outside, and well, introduce you to Alex in a moment, and then get out on track. Now of course this car does have the GPF filter, all the particulate filters that new cars are being dreaded with from now on, unfortunately, but still, we'll did get a bit of noise. Of course, it is a 4-cylinder 2-litre turbo, so it's not going to be the most loud and garish engine. But yeah, as you can probably tell, I am so excited to not only experience one of these things, but also get behind the wheel, see what it's like flat out around the track as well. And Goodwood is probably one of my favourite tracks, mainly because it's the one which I've driven the most. But yeah, A45S first drive on track. So we'll introduce you to Alex, the owner, very briefly, probably go out for a few sighting laps before I take the wheel. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty awesome day ahead. So Alex, welcome to the channel. You've just been out in the car just to get used to it before you let me out in it. How was it?
Mate, to be honest, breathtaking. No words can describe what this thing can actually do.
No, I saw it going around. I was getting a few flyby shots whilst you were out getting used to it. It looked quick.
Honestly, the thing is insane, mate. Yeah. Like, me telling you, just it doesn't do it justice. Yeah. You just got to get in it.
Well, very kindly, you're letting me go out for a few laps, which is going to be awesome, which we'll get onto in a minute. But just quickly, how long have you had it? Probably not very long.
I've had the car about a month now. Okay. Literally straight after getting it, took it to be ceramic coated. It's now got the Wax is Dead ultimate ceramic coating on it from Fresh Layers in Chichester. So they are, you know, top end guys. They've done a top end job. Apart from that, really, I'm still getting used to the car. I'm still finding my feet in it.
Yeah, well, that's
still,
it. Yeah.
Still a little bit scary, you know. Every other put your foot down is a little bit like, oh god.
Yeah.
You know, really catches you at some points. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, me talking about it just doesn't do it justice. You seriously got to get into it.
I like the spec as well. You've gone for, it's the Premium Plus plaque, right? Yeah. And it's fully blacked out, which looks awesome. I think.
Yeah. So I went fully blacked out just because I've seen a lot of them. With the yellow stitching on the interior. Now, me personally, I'm not too keen on the yellow stitching on the interior, so I decided to go all in black with the piano sort of chrome finish. Black on the outside. Obviously, you've got the black alloys as standard, red calipers. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I like a murdered out black car. That's just me.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome, and it has to have that big old wing as well. It has to have the air
I mean, you can't get them without them.
No,
it has to be winged.
That's it. Yeah. Anyway, I think without further ado, I think we should hop on board.
Yeah.
Get it out on track.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, here we are in the car. So we're gonna start her up. Now, before we do hit the track, there's a couple of things which we need to do. First of which is to change the display to, I think it's called the Super Sport. There we go. You'll see that will all change. A moment, there we go. That's very cool, very cool. And we got, what's that, engine output, engine torque as well. So we got all the temps as well. Right, seating position. I think we can change that centre as well. Oh yeah, G-force. Oh, there we go. That's what we want. Sorted. Got the column shift on this, which that probably took quite a while to get used to, right? Yeah. Right, handbrake is off. Right. And what we're going to do is we're going to head straight over to the pits. We've got to queue up in the pits, and then from there I think we get about 15 minutes on track. So there's one other thing we do need to do, which I can't believe I forgot to do, and that is the little hotkeys down here. We can change from Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and then Racetrack, I think. Well, we're on a racetrack. Yep. Why not? Is that where you had it in?
Yep, race mode all the way.
This is cool, so you can switch between all these to see what you want to change. That's awesome. So good. It's such a nice cabin though. Like even the air vents. That's properly nice. Properly nice. I'm very jealous.
It's much more improved than the old A45. But as I said, I own the old CLA, and I have to say, in terms of technology, this is like 30 times more advanced. You know, just from the dash alone.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Anyway, the cars have only just gone out on their last session, so we've got about a 10-minute wait until we're out on track. So yeah, we'll catch you when the lights go green. That spins. Wow, that's quick.
Oh yes.
So I am joined with Alex. He's in the passenger seat, grabbing every handle that he possibly can at the moment. Anyway, outward lap, just going to get used to it. First impressions though, incredible, absolutely incredible. We've got pretty good conditions. It was a bit damp this morning. It's dried up, or drying up, shall we say. Yeah, this is one hell of a car. This corner always catches me out.
Yeah, it called me out the first time down there.
Anyway, main straight. That's 100.
Yeah. 130 odd.
Yeah, 130. Wow, okay, I'm gonna get scared. On the brakes. What a car. How fast did you get up onto the straight?
135.
135, okay.
Yeah, 135, so same speed as you got.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it just eats corners. Corners are like its best friend, really.
It is so planted. Wow. What a car, man.
It's awesome.
What a car. I love these dials as well.
Yeah, I have to say, I really like the new dials compared to the old A45 dials. They're much more, I would say, useful, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, you can change them, they look pretty.
Yeah, that's it. You get all the different colours coming
yeah, that's
up.
it, yeah.
All these different graphs and everything. Pushes you to go faster and faster, doesn't it?
Oh yes.
Let this go past. That thing's really cool.
Yeah.
It's a Saab.
Yeah, we were talking to the bloke. That thing's actually pushing around 500 brake horsepower.
Seriously?
Yeah, the guy's hand built it himself.
Fair play. So whilst we're stuck in a bit of traffic, I think it's probably worth me speaking a little bit more about this. Now, like I said a little bit earlier on, you're looking at 415 brake on this, 500 newton meters. Actually, I did see 502 newton meters on the graph there, but it just shifts. You can do, I think, quarter mile just over 12 seconds, which for a stock car is pretty quick. There's 100, 110, all on the brakes. Unreal, this thing, unreal. In the corners, it completely comes alive. It just sticks, like that's full throttle there.
Yep. Not even a sweat of traction.
No, that's it. Slight lift. Taking that corner there at 112 miles an hour. Animal. Can only imagine how much of a beast this thing will be when the likes of Brabus, Rentec, those kind of people get hold of it. Unreal. I want one. Do you want to sell it?
Sure, mate. 65 grand,
Yeah,
it's yours.
there you go, yeah. I'll say that. What a car, man. What a car. Now, gearbox. We haven't really spoken about gearbox. We've got an 8-speed dual clutch gearbox, so the gear shifts are just instant. There we go, right the way up, right up. It's just so quick. so quick. And of course we do have the flappy paddles, paddle shift. You can have it semi-auto, or sorry, it's fully auto, sorry. But right now on a track, you don't want it auto, do you? You really do not. With this thing fully opened up in track mode, exhaust on, paddles, it is unbelievable. Massive thank you for letting me take this round the track. This is one hell of a car.
That's alright, no worries, pal, no worries.
It's one way to get used to it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, we thought, you know, we'd break her in, give her 1,000 miles, and then we'd take her to a track.
Yeah,
see what she's really like.
Yeah, that's it, that's it. I mean, even from 5th gear, I mean, I was in the wrong gear on that, but still, that's 90, 95, 100, 105, 110. It just keeps on going. That's that torque for you. 500 newton meters. That's just 130, just casual.
The thing is, the car's not even breaking a sweat at the moment.
No.
As we said, it just demands more.
It is, yeah. I mean, I could easily come around here. That was full throttle going around there then. It just, it wants more.
The great thing about this car as well is the fact that although you've got, you know, your race mode, you've got the manual, this car also has drift mode.
Yes,
this car features drift mode. So I do remember briefly how to do it. You've got to turn the handling off. Put it in manual gearbox. You hold both the flappy paddles, and it will then bring up an option to put it in drift mode. And you can then select using the up paddle. Now once it's in drift mode, it sends, I believe, the Mercedes-Benz intelligent computer system actually sends about 75% of the power to the rear wheels, 25% to the front. So you get a nice drift, but it's very easily controllable. It's not one of these ones where your wheels are just going to be spinning and spinning and spinning. It's one that, you know, you can go into a corner, you can quite happily drift it and quite happily come out without it, you know, it's almost like baby steps really. Which is mad for a 4MATIC hot hatch, realistically. But obviously a real AMG, as everyone knows, should always go sideways.
Yeah, very true, so that is very true.
You know, the fact that they've put it in with this is incredible. Now, I know on the standard models you don't actually get the drift mode.
I don't think the standard A45 is coming to the UK. I don't think.
No, I was going to say, I don't think it is, but I think even then with the A45S, I think, obviously, unless you get the Plus, like mine, you won't get all the optional equipment such as the pano roof, the aero pack. This also has the Burnmeister 1300 watt sound system in it. I was going to say, if you look in the boot, there's a massive sub inside of it.
Really?
It's a huge spec car, this. I mean, the guys at Mercedes-Benz Epsom really did a real good job on actually sourcing this. So,
no fair play. Well, you did a good job at speccing it.
To be honest, mate, I had to have it all in black. You know, there was a point of me that wanted to go for the Designo matte grey. A lot of people have gone for that. Now, it is a really nice colour. However, myself, I just like black cars. I think they look mean, so it's personal preference.
Well, dude, as we finish off our cool down lap and head on into the pits, I'm going to say a massive thank you once again for letting me out in the car.
That's all right, mate, no problem.
Absolutely incredible.
I hope you've enjoyed it, buddy.
Mate, I've more than enjoyed it. More than enjoyed it.
Does this sell you on a Mercedes?
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, well, I nearly bought an A45, that's the thing.
What, one of the old ones?
The old one, yeah.
Oh.
I nearly bought the facelifted old gen.
Yes.
But I thought I'd go for something rear wheel drive, hence the 140. But anyway, that's going to wrap up today's video as we pop it back in the pits, let it cool down for a bit. Mate, unbelievable car, unbelievable. Now, what I will do as a massive thank you is I'm going to leave your Instagram down in the description for you guys to go check out, and we can all peer pressure him to make it Rentec 6,000 brake, 600 brake. But anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure to subscribe for all the adventures